know what's crazy? People were mad at me the other days. I dropped the Shakur interview. It's on, like, the channel's starting to pick up. People are starting, I had got shadow banned. I'm explaining it to them. And, we're starting to get busy. People were hating, like, yo, no, you should have known that Shakur had a belt. Now, guys, if you guys recall, he didn't beat the champion to get the belt. Devin Haney vacated the belt. And he fought, I think it was, I hate when they do that, when they just put up the belt and they put two contenders to fight for it or whatever. It's usually a setup to who you want to get the belt to, right? I think that's what happened, if I'm not mistaken. So I didn't realize Shakur actually had the belt at the time. And I think Gervonta has one of the belts. I think Lomachenko is fighting against Kambosos for one of the belts. I don't know who has the fourth belt at 135. Who are the belt holders right now at 135?
The belt holders are Gervonta,
Shakur. Lomachenko's fighting for one of them, and then there's one
Lomachenko's fighting for, I think, the WBO or the IBF. Who had the WBO? Oh, I can find it. Hold
on. I think Shakur has the WBO right now.
Listen, I'll tell you right now because I do not play with the boxing information.
People are like, oh, you should have known. I'm like, bro, like, Devin Haney went up to 140 and vacated the belts, and now the belts are scattered. So
facts.
Yeah, like, and
it makes it hard.
Yeah,
and it's so many belts.
Yeah. And once somebody vacates and jumps the division, it becomes, it pretty much becomes who's invested in who to get these belts. Pretty much, that's how it goes. Right. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I know Gervonta got one, but how did he get they just gave it to him? Because he didn't.
I forgot who he beat for that, but I'm about to tell you who got the belt at 135. Shakur Stevenson has the WBC. And William Zepeda and Raymond Moratola. They are 1 and 2. And then Gervonta has the WBA. William Zepeda is also next in line for that. And then Frank Martin, and he's fighting Frank Martin. The IBF is vacant.
Okay.
And the WBO is vacant. That's why.
And then
Dennis Dorinchek. Yeah, Lomachenko and Kambosos, I think, fighting for the IBF because they're 2 and 3. Yeah. And the one spot is vacant.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, guys, like, people like, yo, bro, like, it's so, I mean, and it's kind of weird when it comes to the belts because it's like, dog, like, to be honest with you, let's give an example. Edgar Berlanga should not be the number one contender for whatever belt it was fighting against Canelo. That's completely politics. He hasn't beat anyone to deserve to be the number one contender. That's just the facts.
Like, no, that is a fact. That's a good fact. Like, that's not even nothing to be arguing about because when you're doing this, that's the thing some people get. It do get sometimes political because you got to think what these belt bodies are called. They're called sanctioning bodies. Yeah. Sanctioning means to deal with this is some commerce and money has to be involved. So sometimes that's where it could get political. Because some people are in line. Like, for example, Bud, he's good with the WBO. So soon as Fundora won, they like, hey, no, we in line because Bud, we want to put Bud. And that's when they're trying to say, no, well, you can't just PBC us out. You got to, Bud is in line to keep the commerce going with that.
Yeah, and people don't actually realize it. Like, I'm sitting and I'm like, bro, like, and this has happened within the last year because Haney held all the belts after beating Kambosos twice and then vacating it to go to 140. And now the belts are spread at 140. I think Matias, I don't know if Matias has one, but I think it's Pitbull, T.O.,
at 140,
and Matias, I think, have the belts. So that's why they want to see, that's why they want to see Matias and Pitbull.
Yeah, Devin, Pitbull, Matias, and Teofimo Lopez.
Yep. So, and it's just crazy to me.
And old cuz is the interim champ, the Ishmael Barroso. Old cuz. They be cracking.
Positive vibes. Tank did not get the belt from Gamboa at 135. It was unified. Devin Haney had all the belts till he left. He fought Gamboa almost like 5 years ago. He didn't get that belt from that. It was vacated. And then he got that belt. He didn't have a major belt. Correct me if I'm wrong, Killer.
I need to look that up because I gotta see how Tank actually got that, because that's some information that I didn't even.
Because Devin was undisputed. He was remember he's claimed undisputed for one.
No facts. That's what
So
I'm about to look up right now.
Gervonta didn't have that belt. It was vacated. And remember, Teofimo got it from Kambosos. And no, I'm sorry. Teofimo got it when he beat Lomachenko, right?
Mhm.
And he lost to Kambosos. He lost the belts. He lost all the straps. And then Devin Haney beat Kambosos for the straps. So Gervonta didn't have any of the belts. That was one of the things people were critiquing him, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken, but I don't think I am, about Tank not fighting the mandatories or the best guys at 135. He didn't have a belt.
Oh no, I think it did. It does. Like, I just looked it up. It says in September 2019. It says Gervonta Davis vacated the 130-pound title in preparation to move up to lightweight. Tank defeated Yuriorkis Gamboa 3 months later to win the 135-pound crown. Yeah,
But
I think they might have fought vacant because it was vacant, and they might have fought for it or something like that.
But then how was Devin Haney undisputed? He had to have all the straps. He had to have 4.
Yeah, hold on, I'm looking.
Because Devin Haney had the 4. And if that's the case, it would have been mandatory to fight 135 against Gervonta. That's 2019.
Oh no, it said no, my bad. It said Davis won the vacant WBA not super featherweight. Never mind. I'm about to find it though.
Yeah, I know that's what it is. Yeah, that's my guy, Sniper Nation. They're saying that that's the homie Troy King. Yes, that's my man Troy.